Hello there, coffee beans. I hope you're all doing well and are having a great summer. I just want to take a little time and let you guys know about some changes that have occurred. Back in 2020, we had this little thing that occurred that some of you might remember called the COVID pandemic. Well, I, like a lot of people around the world, were sent home to work remotely. Like a lot of people, suddenly, we all needed to find ways to kind of entertain ourselves because, well, we weren't having any social interactions as we all hunkered down and rode this thing out. Now, I'd made some YouTube videos in the past. Mainly it was gaming videos, let's play. I'd done a few commentary videos. So I thought, let me pick that hobby back up again. Let me give it a try. One of the things that I quickly realized was I didn't like writing scripts, and I was even worse at editing. 2 years quickly passed. It was deemed safe that we could all return to work. So I put away my YouTube thoughts and I went back to work. And sadly, it only lasted just a few weeks because there was an electrical fire in the office building where I worked. Once again, we were sent home, but I didn't really think it was going to last that long. A lot of times with things like this, when they got in there to start repairing things because codes had changed, because this building was built back in the early 1970s, it was determined, I guess, that the building had to be brought up to the codes present day 2020s, I guess, rather. And so to make a very long, boring story that involves insurance companies and state agencies and stuff, here we are, 3 years have passed. And I have been stuck at home working remotely once again. So what happened in those 3 years? Well, I started producing for Dead on Dave. And through Dead on Dave, he taught me and educated me a little bit about streaming, and he encouraged me to try streaming, which is just conscious of thought talking. And also through my friendship with Dave, I got to meet some very interesting people such as Willie Mack Show, Nicholas DiOrio, Bo Blacks, Drew Sharing, Zyda Gets Real, and of course, Matt Pitt. And each and every one of those guys all passed down to me different tidbits and of knowledge and suggestions and recommendations. And I don't know if I've ever publicly thanked any of those guys for those little nuggets of education, but let me rectify a long overdue thank you to each and every one of them. So why am I making this video? Well, the time has come. I've got to return back to the office. And so what does that mean for my early morning coffee streams? Well, that means that for a while now, they're going to have to go on hold. I'm still planning on doing some evening streams when I get home from work, as long as I've got a little gas left in my tank and it's not been too rough of a day. Because I still want to have conversations with you guys, right? My coffee beans. You guys over these last several years have become important to me. And I love our times that we get to talk about the crazy little stories and things of that nature, and we have some laughs. What about these other projects that I have going? I still have every intentions, as our schedules allow, from the balcony with Nietzsche, where we do our little movie reviews. I still want to do the Popo with Peepaw and Piplup. But again, scheduling. That's going to be the biggest thing, is because, and not so much on their part, but mine, because my schedule is just really tightened up. And then, of course, Spitting the Truth, this new thing that we just launched last Saturday. My intentions with that show was always maybe once or twice a month, maybe a third show if everybody's schedules kind of worked out. So we still plan on doing those. So hopefully you guys liked it. We are going to make some tweaks. I guess that kind of brings us to, when is this going to take effect, and when will I actually be back in the office every day? If I get this video recorded and edited, and everybody knows my editing is horrible, you guys will be seeing this. I will already be back in the office. I wished I would have maybe had some time to to let you guys know a little bit sooner. I just want to thank the over 1,000 of you who have subscribed to my channel over these last few years. And even those who come by and watch my streams or the VODs of my streams, and even the videos that, we do occasionally put out here. I want to thank you for giving me those views. Thank you for coming and listening and watching these crazy little stories that I've shared. Some of them were very serious, and some of them were just downright nonsensical. I also want to thank those of you who has allowed me to help several creators over these last few years. But most importantly, I can never ever express to you how thankful I am that you, each and every one of you, gave me the most precious gift that you have to give anyone, and that's your time. So until next time, remember to keep your powder dry, and I'll see you in the funny papers.